Morning, everyone. Happy Friday and welcome to today's world session. We are August 16th, 2024. First place we're going to go into, I'm just going to hop right into the session. And the first place we're going to is we're going to Om, A-U-M, to feel each of the vibrations run through the ventricles of in your brain and down through the heart into the gut. And this is going to help to anchor, to ground, and to cleanse and clarify. So you can go ahead and do this on with me at home, or you can just sit back and receive. And bringing that session could be sitting together in silence, and that would be enough for today's work. There's just so much busyness, so busyness of the mind, busyness of our days, busyness of the outside world. I'm going to anchor this session in or bring in the energy of one of our participants here. She lives in the forest, in nature, and forget that we are nature. We are, it's not that we go into the countryside and go, oh, we're going into the nature. We're going into nature. You are literally made of stardust. You are nature, and there seems to be this disconnection from it. So I'm going to bring in that energy of her location of the Canadian forest. As soon as I do that, my whole system relaxes. So where we're going to work today is through the immune system. We want the immune system to be extracting the pure from the impure always. Like this is its function. It goes in and it cleans things out. We want the cells to be cleaning out. We want we want good communication through the whole cells and the entire being. So there's Mercury, there's a lot of astrological events happening. So there is solar flares, there's Mercury in retrograde, we've got the waxing moon building up into the full moon. So we're going to use this time and being heightened into that Mercury. So that retrograde, it goes back. So we can go within our own body minds to when there was any kind of, not any kind, miscommunication is it's coming in through cellularly. So anytime the cells weren't in good communication and it caused or it may have contributed to a buildup. So we want to clean out that intercellular fluid, make sure that the cells are in good communication. So using Mercury to go back in time to where maybe the cells were a little bit wonky to clean that up. So there may be a buildup during this waxing moon, but the full moon hits the 19th, I believe. And then we're also coming into the equinox. So changing seasons is also coming in. So I believe the equinox is happening on the 22nd. So the southern hemisphere is going to be moving into a more active state of fall, and the southern hemisphere is going to be moving into spring coming out of winter. So it's still an active time to tap into that change of season to help the body detox from anything from any build up of toxins, regardless of source. So whether the toxicity be of your mind, whether the toxicity be of your cells not being in good communication, whether that be through something you've ingested. We want that immune function to go in and clean out, clean out and alchemize. We want the pure to be extracted from the impure and that impure to be dumped. So this is where the spleen comes in. We need a healthy, healthy spleen. It takes out the trash of our body. That's what it does. It cleans out. But there could be stagnation, maybe, with the summer seasons, it's gotten slow. Winter, you slow down, and so the system as well. But we don't want it so slow that it's causing a backup. And as soon as I say that, I can feel the lymphatic system having kind of like really sluggish. And we got to move that lymph. So I'm going to bring in a manual lymphatic drainage, just massaging. This is going to be linked into all of these sessions are linked into your own prefrontal cortex. So whatever this session brings, your body mind will take from it exactly what it needs for full health potential. So if this doesn't resonate with you, then it's kind of falls to the wayside. But I'm going to do this beautiful lymphatic drainage, it's almost missing the touch, like that connectiveness. Like there feels like there's this a film of separation. It's almost like this fear of connecting. So really strange that the fear there's a heightened pathological fear is preventing. It's almost like, well, no, to prevent community, to prevent meeting new people, making eye contact, speaking, walking side by side, even in a line next to a stranger is coming up as something that, oh, I couldn't possibly do that. Or so we need to dump that pathological fear. We're all one human race. We're all one, like I said, a part of nature. And ideas, recipes, beliefs, those are the things that divide and rift, but that division is false. There is actually, we're all one. There is actually no division. It's, how do I say this? It seems like we're separate, but we're not. We're all of the same place, Mother Earth. And we're all little creatures doing our own thing. And so this was bringing in, like, if you talk to a mother or a father or a child across the globe, how each person goes, oh, I relate to that story. I went through something similar. I can relate to that. Oh, I know how that feels. I've been there. Oh, my child does the exact same thing. We're not so different. We're not so different. So this is coming off of the skin and that sense of touch when it comes into connectedness. So releasing fear of connection or connecting. Now, that doesn't mean everyone's going to be your cup of tea. And that's okay. But those thought patterns that based on your belief you cannot connect with another, that's what we're working with. All right, so I'm going to anchor this to the heart for individuation. And moving back into the spleen, and we're going to go ahead and do a hydration to the spleen and then even a lymphatic drainage out of the spleen. So dirty thinking, dirty consciousness, built up toxins within the body. What I'm watching the lymphatic system is actually moving now, just nicely moving and draining those toxins. And as soon as I'm saying this, I could feel my gut. And there's some buildup. We're going into that area of the second chakra and all of the organs in that lower abdomen where there's this bloating. So uh, the role of the masculine essence is to provide and protect. And the feminine essence is nurturing. So these are some very base things. So the feminine is the heart of the home, and the masculine provides the house. The masculine provides the food. The feminine turns it into a meal. So we need to, how does your own masculine protect your feminine? And so this could be in many ways in your own life. I'm going to say this. I'm just going to go quiet so I can make this clear. And so I can say this as clearly as possible. So within you, you have both masculine and feminine energies. And the role of the masculine and feminine energies are very different. The masculine is an active, the feminine is a passive dynamic. So she's the pause to receive. The masculine gives. That's your masculine. When you hand someone, say, I'm going to hand you this stone, and you want to receive this stone, the passive dynamic is the pause to receive. There's been a little bit of a pushiness here that I'm feeling. Where the feminine has not been or has not felt supported by masculine. So that whether that be your own masculine and feminine, or whether that be actually in your life. So what we're going to do here is a masculine feminine balancing for you. So this is going to happen through the chakra system, balancing masculine and feminine energies, anchoring to the Sushumna. We're going to balance out those Ida Pingala channels where one is no better than the other. And you're moving within your masculine and feminine every day. Right now, I'm at work. I'm in my masculine. I'm providing. I'm working. But my feminine is doing the speaking, these intuitive. I'm speaking through my intuition. So my feminine is guiding my masculine. So the masculine sees through the eyes of the feminine and then makes a choice how to act, how to respond. So then we'll also do a pineal pituitary balance. And so you can see for yourself, when you step into your masculine and feminine energies, how does it feel? So you can be, let's say, cooking. How does it feel to move into your masculine and cook? How does the feminine feel to create a meal, to make a meal? How does your own masculine relate to children? How does the feminine relate to children? So where are your masculine and feminine energies, let's say, being pushy to each other, or making demands or expectations? Do you expect of your masculine? What do you expect of your feminine? There we go. So this is an eighth chakra influence through those lower chakras. It's for the women, it's through our uterus, the vagina, the fallopian tubes, the cervix, the diaphragm is even coming in. It feels like I'm holding my breath, but that cervical diaphragm as well. You need to And then for men, that's going to be your pelvic area and your prostate down through the gonads and the shaft. And we're going to balance, we got to do an eighth chakra influence here. It's actually going into hereditary. So this is down your family lineage. So I'm linking this to your prefrontal cortex. And then we're going to put it as being unsupported and unprotected somewhere down the lineage. There is an inability or an impetus for the men in your family to provide and protect. And then the same down the feminine side of the family, so the maternal line, where there was a coldness and an inability to nurture. There we go. All right, I'm going to bring this to diaphragm, small intestines, and we're going to balance this out. All right, friends, let me see. We're bringing in, actually, we're going to put this under Venus. We're bringing in Venus, so that nurturing energy, that softness, that beauty. So bringing in the pancreas here. Whoa, excuse me, it's coming up really strong. To see the sweetness in your life, even when the chips are down, even when things may be hard. Yes, realistically, there's things to take care of, and it may be a difficult transition or a difficult aspect in your life, but to shift that negative neuroplasticity to looking at what is wrong into what has gone right or what is good or what is sweet within your life. So bringing in that gratitude to help nourish, which is Venus, your whole body mind. And that softness actually creates the flexibility within that cellular lining to dump out any toxins that are building up and to clean out those cells, clean out going right into the water of the cells. So that intercellular fluid, which is also the water element, is emotion. So any built up emotion and making or transmuting, shifting the impure to pure, extracting the pureness, well, leaving the pure and then extracting the impure from the pure, and then having your systems be able to effectively dump that out of your body mind. So whether that be a buildup of emotion, a buildup of thought, and a buildup of physical toxicity that can leave when we move into when we come out of Mercury retrograde and into the waning moon, let it be gone. All right, I'm going to tap this in here. Please drink plenty of water, rest when you feel to, and happy weekend. See you all next time.